Hey Capricorn, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot. Hello. All right, so we're going to be doing your July 15th through the 22nd reading, okay? Oh, wow. That's happened a lot today. A bum shuffle. Let's try that again. And while I'm shuffling, what I thought I would do for you real quick is kind of explain the differences between sun sign, moon sign, rising sign. I don't know that, that everybody really knows the difference. So the sun sign, which is, generally what you're watching, okay, is your identity or your essence, okay, that you basically shine to the world, all right? This is how you express your individuality. It's how people see you, okay? It's your outer self. Your moon sign is really your soul behind your identity. So this is your subconscious, and you typically will keep this part of you hidden. Your moon sign really drives your emotional reactions, or your inner world. All right. Your rising sign is kind of your social personality. It's like the manifestation of your inner and your outer worlds. So it's like the combination of your sun and moon. So, like, for example, for me, I'm a Capricorn sun, a Capricorn moon, a Scorpio Venus, and an Aquarius rising. I typically will resonate more with my rising sign. And if you think about it, that makes sense. It's a combination of your sun and your moon. Okay, so when you hear readers say, check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, which I'm not talking about here today, but it really makes sense because it can actually give you the kind of your full story, how other people see you, the emotional standpoint that you're coming from, your moon, and, the combination between the sun and the moon, okay? So, I think that's important. So it really can give you more insight as to what's going on in your world and, help you clarify your situation even further. So there is a reason why a lot of readers will tell you to watch all of your signs. Whether you do that or not, that's up to you. But if I watch a tarot reading, it's typically Aquarius because that's ultimately what resonates with me because it's a combination of my sun and my moon. Okay? All right, so enough on that. Let's get started. Okay, I've already shuffled. So I'm using the John Holland decks tonight. I'm using two of his decks, and this is a little different. Usually I pull oracle cards first from the same deck, but I'm using two of his decks. One for you, one for the person you're watching the video for. And the reason I'm doing that is because, I want to see if the same card comes out for you and your person, and it has for other signs today. And the general feeling that I'm getting for this week is I feel like things are coming to a head. I feel like there's like a culmination, of whatever's been going on in your situation or in your world. I feel like it's coming to a point of decision or, a culmination. Okay. All right. So let's get started here. Let's pull your first card. Okay, we have giving and receiving. So I'm using these cards as oracle, but this is like the Six of Pentacles, all right? All right, so next John Holland deck. So this can be for you. This can be for the person that you're watching the video for. Whoops. All right, and then we have wisdom. Okay, and this is like the Hierophant. Okay, so Capricorn, let's see what's going on. I'm using the Triple Goddess deck. I've been using this a lot lately. I love it. I trust it, which is, it's interesting to say that, about a specific deck, but I really trust it. It's the deck that I would use for myself. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I'm going to lay out the cards, and for those of you that have watched me in the past, you know that I don't do reversals in general readings. I do use reversals in personal readings. Personally, I feel like there's no reason to use reversals in general readings. But that's just my opinion, okay? All right, so let's see. So if you see me flip a card over because it's reversed, that's why, because I'm not using reversals. Like this. All right, so we have the Fool here. And then we have the Star. Okay, if you hear that in the background, that's Boogie, and he is pulling his toy box across the floor. I don't know what it is. When I start a reading, he starts doing that. So anyway, all right, so we know the Fool is about taking a leap of faith, right? The Star is your heart's desire. I feel like Capricorn, I feel like this is you, okay? And I feel like, you have really come into your own about your spiritual awareness. Whatever brought you into the spiritual journey, and it can be a lot of things, right? It can be, the death of a loved one. It can be, a near-death experience. It could be, meeting somebody that is a connection that feels different from anything else that you've experienced in life. It can be a lot of things. It can be a tragedy, okay? It can be a major loss in life. Usually something that, really triggers you to go within and to ask certain questions just about life in general is, what, helps people to find their spiritual path. Okay. So I feel like, this person or you, I feel is further along in that journey than potentially this person. But I feel like this person is actually, when you think back to when you were going through that spiritual journey or the beginnings of it, I feel like this person could be doing that right now, or they might be further along than you think. But what I feel like they're doing is they're thinking about whatever interactions they've had with you in the past. Okay, so there might be a lot of interactions that they've had in the past with you, or there might be 2 or 3, okay? Regardless, they're thinking about those particular interactions with you because they feel significant to this person. And while they might have seen them one way at one point, they're seeing them differently now, okay? And it could have been some of the smallest things, some of the smallest interactions that you had, and I refer to it as the smile and the look, those moments that feel different than anything that you've had in the past. And you really don't know why it feels different, but it just does, okay? I feel like they're reminiscing on that. I feel like you are very comfortable with what with what your heart's desire is, but I don't feel like you are doing anything about it right now. I feel like you're going with the flow. You're just allowing. And that's a really, really good energy to be in. I see so much struggle in the personal readings that I do. I feel the urgency of, people's desires and wanting to know the answers. And, I feel like right now you're trusting the universe. And that's a really, really good place to be in. This person, what happens before the Six of Pentacles? Okay, so before the Six of Pentacles is the Five of Pentacles. So this person, the reason they're thinking about, the interactions that they've had with you is because it feels to me like they felt somewhat left out in the cold in the past. And you might think, no way, I didn't do that to them. And that's the crazy thing about connections, is that you may see it that way, okay? But this person sees it completely differently. They do feel left out on the cold. You may even feel like, they walked away and, said, nope, I'm not doing this. And at the same time, they feel left out in the cold. So that might shock you. That might shock you. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Wands here for you. The reason that I like this deck, one of the reasons, is I love the fact that this woman here, she's an older woman. Most of the time you see somebody carrying all of these wands with that burden, right? It's a really heavy burden. And in this card, she's already dropped it. She's already dropped it. She's dropped that burden. And, the Ten of Wands really is about, coming to the end of feeling that burden. But I feel like this card really illustrates that. See? She's got her castle behind her. But all of her wands are dropped. And she's looking out. I feel like she's looking out into the sunset. You can just feel that. Like, it's like relief. There's relief in, how you're viewing the situation. And if you're not there yet, I feel like it's coming. I feel like relief is coming to you about what it is that you truly desire. And most of the readings that I do for general readings are love-based. But you can apply this to other aspects of your life, okay? If your heart's desire is to be at, living in a specific location or being in a specific job, you can apply it. You can apply the reading to that, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles for this person, it looks like she's picking apples, okay? But I feel like she's going through, and this is, she's asking herself some questions. What apples are right for me? What are the freshest? What are the juiciest apples? Like, this card really provokes the question of, in some instances, this can be about waiting or trying to figure out what is best going forward. Or, is what I've done, is it worth it? It's kind of a little bit of a reflection too. This person, I feel like is really going within and asking, what apple is right for me? Do I like the sweeter apples? Do I like the crunchier apples? Do I like the more tart apples? She knows, like, look, she's going for one specific apple. She ultimately knows what she wants. But at the same time she's reflecting, is this the right thing for me? And that's what I feel like this person is doing. And I feel like this person is having that somewhat of a spiritual connection or awakening within themselves. I always see this Fool card. Like, I love the orbs that surround this, this woman here and this cat or dog. I can't really tell what it is. I think it's a cat. But, that just feels like spirit supporting, being all around you. I actually see these orbs. I actually do. I see them in different colors all around me sometimes. It's like, it's beautiful. I know some people, just, it's not something I really talk about. It's not something, I don't know. But so I can see people's auras too. So there's so many things that are real for some people. Like, that's real for me, but some people would say, hey, that's crazy, but it's real for me. Okay, this person is seeing things that are real for them that may not, they may not have connected with in the past, and it has to do with this connection between the two of you. This card, I have to tell you, has come up in almost every single reading. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Capricorn, that's you. Okay, so this person, this is about you. What they are going through. This is about you. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, and I've been sharing this, I think, in a few of my readings when it comes up. I see the Queen of Wands is like a Jennifer Lopez type of character, somebody that just can't do anything wrong. This is how this person is seeing you. This person sees you as somebody would see Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez is, in my opinion, clearly beautiful, clearly successful, clearly just full of life and personality. And, she also has from what I've seen, a genuine care about people and the well-being of people. And I feel like that's how this person sees you. And that's what you're projecting to the world. You have dropped whatever burden that you've carried around this connection. It feels different to you. You're trusting the universe. I want to get clarification around this Queen of Pentacles as to why that's there for this person, okay? And then we get the Knight of Pentacles. This person wants to come forward to you. I don't feel it's a coincidence that it comes out over the Queen of Wands, which is their perception of you. Okay? They're moving very slowly. They might send you a text here and there, or they might they might reach out, but they don't really talk about necessarily their feelings. They don't talk about what they want to talk about. But if they haven't come forward, they're seriously trying to get it right. You know, they're trying to come to you in a way that the Queen of Wands deserves. Okay? I want to get clarification around this star for you. There we go. Two of Cups. So when the Two of Cups comes out, it's because the connection is mutual. Okay, so whatever in her cup is in his cup. Okay, you've got the two doves there. If you don't know this, doves mate for life. Okay, if you ever see a dove, look around, you'll probably see another one. All right, they travel together, they fly together, they land together. They go on, they go on the wires together. They are together. This is about a connection that is mutual. Whether or not you see it in the natural world. Okay? Because I feel like, you have questioned it. You have questioned it along the way, and in the natural world, it would make sense for you to question it. Okay? But I feel like this is a spiritual connection that you are just trusting and allowing to go through whatever this person has to go through. They do want a new beginning here. I do feel like, before the Six of Pentacles, we have the Five of Pentacles. They do feel, again, that you left them out in the cold. I think you might be surprised by that. Perception is reality. So perception here is that you left them out in the cold, which would tell me that this person probably struggles a little bit with self-esteem, self-worth. But that's not how you have ever seen them, right? You've seen them in their full confident self. So that would be surprising to you. What's the advice for this connection? Let's see. Temperance, the card of Sagittarius, patience. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're just allowing and trusting the universe. That's the best thing you can do. Okay? I have seen evidence of the universe working in my favor throughout my whole life. When I thought things weren't going to culminate the way I needed them to, the last minute, everything worked out. And the more you look back on your life, you can find those moments. And that's the evidence that allows you to trust and have faith going forward, and allows you to have that patience. Okay? All right, so let's see what the romance angels have to say for Capricorn and their person this week. This person has passion for you. Again, that might surprise you. Okay? They're really good at hiding that. Okay, but when you look underneath the surface with this person, this is what you find. For you, we have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So, that can mean a lot of different things. That could just be that, you're allowing yourself to just have fun and enjoy your friends and family right now. And that's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. I don't feel like this applies to this connection. I feel like this is in other areas of your life. If you're struggling in some other area of your life, I really don't feel like this applies to this connection. I feel like this applies to other areas of your life, whether it's work or money or your home situation. I don't feel like this applies to this situation. I think you've got this. Final card today is, I'm pulling a special card for what you're manifesting during this lunar eclipse. This is the Capricorn moon for this month, and it's a powerful manifesting time. So, keep your thoughts high and positive, because good or bad, whatever your thoughts are, it's very easy to manifest right now. So be careful what your thoughts are. So let's see. Oh, beautiful. I invoke laughter. That's joy. Laughter is joy. You can't be in a higher vibration than joy. And that's beautiful. Okay? And, I feel like that absolutely is in line with what this reading is saying about where you're at right now. Okay? This person, I feel like is catching up to you. I really do. Things are happening in this person's life that are making them question, really, what is this? What is this connection? All right. Capricorn, that is what I have for you for this week, and I hope it resonated. If it didn't, don't take it personally, because it is not a personal reading. All right? Thanks so much. Have a great week. Bye-bye.